On your marks, get set, go! By me, Alex Horne, and 5 fabulous musicians. Tonight, on bass, we've got Mr. Will Collier. There it is, very nice. And then next to him, on drums, it's the one and only Ben Reynolds. Yeah, bang, 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 a lot of banging from Ben. And then on saxophone, it's Marky Brown. Very nice, Mark. And next to Mark... Oh, he's still going? Still going? Enough from you, Mark. And then next to Mark, with a trumpet, it's Joe Auckland! Oh, very nice indeed. And then he's still going as well. They're milking it. And finally, on the piano, it's the one and only Joe Stilgoe! Very nice. Together, we are the Horn Section. Welcome to the show. Enjoy the show. Thank you for coming and welcome to the Horn Section with me, Alex Horne. And as I said, these 5 fantastic musicians, an almost daunting lineup of men with instruments. But I think the key is not to be intimidated by them. This is what I've learned. So the idea of the Horn Section is that we combine, we think for the first time, music and comedy. Not been done before. Not been done on the radio before. So we're going to try to do it today. So please can I have a little bit of music? That is called music. Like it or loathe it, that's music. We're saddled with it now, that's music. So I'm now going to sprinkle a little dash of comedy on top of that music. So I should introduce myself properly. My name is Alex. I should tell you a bit about my background. I've got some black curtains. Yeah, that's it. There are curtains behind me. There are curtains behind me, so that's a little joke. Normal childhood, left school at the age of 18. Left school at 18, didn't know what to do. My mum said I should take a year off. So I was 17 again, that was frustrating. Yes. So that's comedy and maths there, comedy and maths, very simple maths. Then I moved to Spain. I spent 2 years living in Spain in a little village just outside Seville. Can we have a hint of Spain? A hint of Spain? Lovely. This picturesque village just outside Seville, a picturesque village called Macarena. Macarena, lovely village, lovely. Lovely, not that nice actually, not that nice. No need to make a song and dance about it.
Hey, Macarena.
There we go, so that's how that's going to work. That's the show in a nutshell there. That's the show in a nutshell. And I shouldn't ignore this person to my right. There's a pianist, Mr. Joe Stilgoe, who's actually not just a pianist, he's going to act as MC this evening. He's going to act as the voice of the band.
Thank you.
Because you've got a wonderful voice. Lovely.
Hold me now.
Yeah, later on we'll hear more of that. We'll hear more of that wonderful singing voice. A lovely voice. Thank you, Joe. But we also have the voice of the audience. We have a live audience here today. Wow. Yes. With hands and mouths. Wonderful. Wasn't expecting the clapping, but there they are. So let's meet some of the audience. Let's sort of prowl into the crowd. What's your name, madam?
Kim.
Kim!
Kim.
Kim. Kim, do you mind if I ask what do you do, Kim?
I'm retired.
That's fine. Retired. No, retired's fine. I think retired, it's a blank canvas, isn't it? The listener wouldn't be able to notice this, but it's caused our trumpeter to lay down his trumpet. That's the effect of the word retired, and pick up a banjo, no less.
The reason is I'd like to sing Kim a song about retirement.
We'll just check with Kim. Is that all right, Kim? She's nodding. She says it's fine. So, in your own time, Joe.
Your working life is over, the twilight years have dawned. You're less used to society than you have been before. But please do not panic or feel afraid or sad. The years that you've got left could be the best you've ever had.
The years that you've got left could be the best you ever had.
My mother, she retired just a year or two ago. If anything, as time goes by, she's getting more gung-ho. Monday she does choir and Tuesday's blowing glass. And on a Wednesday morning runs a Morris dancing class.
On a Wednesday morning runs a Morris dancing class.
Thursday she's at book club and Fridays at the gym. Saturdays she takes her 3 grandchildren for a swim. She's also started smoking at the age of 62. She does combat aerobics on a Wednesday afternoon.
She does combat aerobics on a Wednesday afternoon.
You two could do combat aerobics on a Wednesday afternoon.
You two could do combat aerobics on a Wednesday afternoon.
Life's all about combat aerobics on a Wednesday afternoon.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Kim. Plenty to look forward to, Kim. Plenty to look forward to for Kim. And who else? Let's meet one more person. Hello, sir. What's your name, sir?
Richard.
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 It is regal, isn't it? It is regal. Maybe a bit of trumpet on top of the Richard. What's your name again? We'll ask you again. What's your name?
Richard. Richard.
Just slightly ruined it now, Richard. What you did with that hint of the... Don't pick the trumpet next time, Richard. So, Richard, what do you do for a living, Richard?
I'm a computer programmer.
Computer programmer. Oh, that's... yeah. I mean, you've got to admit, Richard, it is a little bit, isn't it? It is a bit serious, isn't it? Computer programmer. Oh, a bit... Yeah. They've nailed it, haven't they, Richard? It is a bit just a... dreary, a bit dreary, Richard, but still... It might not be, it might not be. So how does it work? Is it sort of every other day? Every other day?
No, pretty much.
Every day, gee, blimey, that's all. Just every day, just programming these computers. You get up in the morning, do you get up in the morning?
Yes.
Oh dear, get up in the morning. Yeah. Get out of bed, you have to get out of bed, yeah. And then breakfast, do you have breakfast? What do you have for breakfast?
Porridge.
Oh, porridge, oh dear. Oh, this awful, poor old Richard, just struggling through this porridge and then straight on to, well, I guess you go, do you travel to work? How do you travel to work? Train, oh. Not even, he hasn't got his own car, just in a train. You can't even change the stereo, just in this train with the porridge just sort of getting thicker and thicker inside of you. And then finally into work. Do you have a desk? Do you have a desk?
Do you have a desk?
Something, isn't it? That's something, you have a desk. Not much, is it then? Program sort of a dozen or two computers, 2 or 3 dozen computers, and then do you have a lunch break?
I do.
He has a lunch break? That's something. Yeah, he's got a lunch break. Wow, so we can head off into the park for a picnic. Maybe go on a yacht. Go on a... What do you normally have for lunch?
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Another 40 or 50 years of that, and then you can meet Kim in retirement, so it's not all bad, Thank you, Richard. So I have behind me a wonderful 5-piece band, and since procuring this band, I've been trying to learn the language of jazz, because jazz is, of course, a language, isn't it, Joe?
It's more of a style of music.
Jazz is a style of music, but I've been trying to learn the jargon involved with jazz, and I have a jazz guide full of the lingo employed by these jazz musicians, and I've learned some of it. So what I'm going to try to do is use the language to jam with the band. I've never jammed with a band before. I'm going to try to. And it says here, the first thing you've got to do is pick a jazz standard. So let's go for a high standard of jazz. Let's go for a high... I think let's aim high. Let's pick a high standard
Alex,
of jazz.
It's not really what that means. That doesn't really mean that. A standard is a show tune.
Tune from a show.
That musicians improvise over.
Fine, so you just pick the theme tune to something like Men Behaving Badly, and then you just have fun with it, you run with it.
No, not really that kind of show.
Different show. Sort of show like Mamma Mia.
No.
No, Cats.
No, more sort of
Talk to me with
from
your
the
fingers.
olden days.
Okay, talk to me with your fingers.
Something like this. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my...
All right, enough of that. So what we'll do, we'll use that standard. We'll use that standard and try to have fun with it using the words that I've learned. So thank you, Joe. Let's start with a more fun instrument. Let's start with the drums. So, Ben, please can you give me a little bit of pound cake? Is that pound cake?
Yep.
That's pound cake. Who knew it? That's pound cake. Not bad, is it? And now, Will, the bassist, why don't you take your bass for a walk? He is literally now walking around the studio with his bass, strutting around with his bass. And now you, Joe, how about you do a bit of comping?
I shall.
What is comping? That's comping?
It's short for accompanying.
Accompanying, okay. I don't like it, but you carry on. It's fine. How about a bit of head? Could somebody give me a little bit of head? How about the horns? Well, no, it's not that. That's head. That's all it is. Lovely head. Thank you. Very nice. A bit genteel, a bit genteel. Let's make it a bit edgier, a bit more violent. Give me some stab. Yeah. Stab. Oh, nasty. And now drop a bomb. Drop a bomb. Boom. That's called a bomb. Okay. Who fancies a solo break? Do you fancy a solo break, Joe?
Yes.
Of course you do. Very. Yeah. Good for your ego, isn't it? Good for your ego.
Lovely.
Use the high ones. Use the high ones. Yeah. Anyone fancy a blow on that? Joe, do you fancy a blow on that? The trumpeter? Have a blow on that. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right, but let's break it down. Let's break it down a bit. Let's break it down. Yeah. Okay, we're breaking it down. We're slowly breaking it down into its constituent parts. So let's break it down. For me, this is better. This is a little bit better. It's more manageable. Is it possible to break it down further? Can we break it down a little bit further? Yeah. Now we're getting to the real atoms of jazz. But is it possible to split a jazz atom? Let's see if we can go. Let's see if we can break it down even further. Yeah. Now we're jamming. Okay, and now let's break it down even further. Oh, I'm hearing that. Yeah! Let's just sort of run with this for another 20 or 30 minutes. This is radio. There's too many instruments, too many. Somebody break it down further, somebody. You can still hear the tune, can't you? You can still hear the tune. Stuck in your head. Okay, now let's build it up. Let's build it up into something different. Let's build it up into ragtime. Yeah, silly music. Plinky plonky music. Chuck in a bit of scat, a bit of scat. That's fun. Don't stop that. Never stop doing that. All right, now let's smooth it out. Let's have some smooth jazz. Whoa, that's smooth. And that's the jazz we all know and love. Oh, that gets you, doesn't it? That's just sipping a pina colada by the hot tub. Let's go even smoother. Let's go to free jazz. Free jazz. Oh, that's horrible. Smooth jazz. So what we learned there was that free jazz is less free and more horrible jazz. For free jazz, read horrible jazz. This is better. Even smoother. And now let's bebop it up. Bebop, a bit of bebop. Fine, good. And now take me to the bridge. Can you take me to the bridge? We're going to the bridge. Are we at the bridge yet?
We're on the bridge.
We're on the bridge. What a wonderful bridge. Look at the water. Lovely bridge. Now take me home. Take me home.
We're going home.
We're nearly home. Are we home yet? Are we nearly there yet?
Not there yet.
Not there yet. Are we there yet? We're there.
Come on.
Are we there? Tag it. Tag it. Tag it again. And now do a jazz ending. And then a Count Basie ending. And then an extra unnecessary note. There we go. The language of jazz. Nice to speak jazz, isn't it? And Count Basie, that ending. Do you mind doing the Count Basie again? And that's named after...
Count Basie.
Count Basie, of course it is, of course it is. No, I feel now fluent in jazz, so I'm going to start using the language in a different way, because it's now time for my favourite part of the show. It's story time.
Now's the time for story time.
Oh, that's absolutely ideal. So, please welcome on a special guest, a man with some truly incredible stories. He's an explorer who's made 6 documentaries for the BBC. He's written 10 books. He's brave. He's intrepid. He's Mr. Benedict Allen.